Alright guys, just saying here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And in today's video, we're going to be checking out the TEQ LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Because unfortunately, Dokkan is pretty dry right now. Not really a whole lot going on. I mean, you know, it's right before the anniversary, so is what it is. But we're going to start doing a showcase on these kind of random units. So today, we're going to check out the TEQ LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, like I said. And then tomorrow, we will look at the STR Bojack. But after that, I'm completely okay with doing a showcase on anyone. So if there's anyone you want to see a showcase on, make sure you let me know down in the comments. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So on this opening rotation right here, we're going to be looking pretty good. We're going to have a 4 out of 7 links, and we do also have some support from the Bardock, so pretty solid rotation with him. And start of turn, we're at 134k defense. Alright, so that definitely sucks, right? I mean, that's not good at all. He does get some defense on super attack, and he does also get some attack and defense per key sphere you get. So we'll get key spheres with him first. I think we're going to be good in terms of key spheres. We're going to get these TEQ key spheres, so we're going to get 5. Alright, so that's not crazy, but we did get a 24 key super, so I guess there's that. And we're at 159k defense, so not really the biggest jump. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't get that much stats per key sphere you get, but we'll go over that in a second. So yeah, pretty good turn from, again, we're going to have 4 out of 7 links. We do have some support from the Bardock, so definitely a solid opening rotation. You do kind of want to run him next to a Movie Heroes Goku, which obviously we have right here. And this kind of works perfectly because this is a slot 1 unit. And then you can run him next to the Gohan, who is more or less a slot 2 unit. And we're a little over 7 million right there. Okay, so that's not great, but that's not necessarily horrible. Also, he has a really cool KO screen. I love that. And we crit for 6 million. So yeah, I mean, in terms of his damage, not really that bad right there. You know, over 7 million attack stat, that crit, and we got that KO screen. And we do also have built-in additionals. So there's definitely a lot going on with him. Even though he's like, I think almost 3 years old, he's definitely still going to look pretty impressive considering. And if you take him in these less difficult events, so, you know, normal Super Battle Road, Infinite History, Boss Rush, you know, anything like that, he's still going to look really impressive in there. And maybe even in some red zone stages, if you have type advantage, he can look pretty solid. So we'll start going over his kit now. So start of turn, he does get a 58% attack and defense buff. Very low. Obviously, that's probably one of the most dated things in his kit. You know, that probably needs to go up to like 158% if this was like a modern day unit. But is what it is. Like I said, he's almost 3 years old, so makes sense why that's a very low stat buff. He does get an additional 1 key per key sphere obtained, which is good. Makes it easier to get the 18 key super with him. I guess he does get stats with every key sphere you get too. So typically with units that get that, they give him some extra key per key sphere obtained or something like that. So I guess that's pretty good. And right here we're at 112k defense, so that does kind of suck. Unfortunately, we did lose some defensive support, so of course the defensive stat did drop just a bit. I guess we can just throw him in slot 1, get the 18 key super right here. But yeah, this guy does also get 7% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. Definitely a very low amount as well. You know, his stat buffs are pretty low, again, just because, unfortunately, he is pretty old at this point. I think now this needs to at least be like 10% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. Because, you know, this guy just doesn't have the stats to really make it to where he can get a low amount of attack and defense per key sphere obtained and it still be good. Right, because again, he only gets that 58% attack and defense buff start of turn, so there's a lot with him to where, again, you can kind of tell he's outdated. But then he does also get an additional 58% attack when performing an 18 key. Not really that difficult because, again, this guy does get extra key per key sphere obtained, so it makes getting the 18 key actually pretty easy. So I don't really think that's that big of a deal. And then this guy does also have a medium chance to launch an additional super. Definitely really good because he does get defense on his 12 key super, so it makes it to where if you get the double super, obviously, it's just benefiting you defensively. And also, I do suggest you go full additionals with this guy. I guess there's a case for going dodge, but I don't know. I mean, even that probably won't work out the best for you because I just feel like additionals are a little bit better because he gets defense on super. I mean, you could make the case for dodge because defensively he's really not that good. So then, obviously, you know, you're going to want to dodge some of these really hard-hitting enemies and stuff like that. But I think additionals is probably the way to go because, again, it's possible we could see this guy Easy A relatively soon. I mean, he's only 2.5 years old, so I don't think we're going to see it, like, soon. But with his Easy A, I think going full additionals is probably going to be the best way to have it built with that. So, you know, I think full additionals is probably the safest option, but, of course, we'll have to wait till his Easy A to know for sure. But okay, right here we're at 176k defense, so we got a bit of a better rotation. We've got All in the Family active now. and we have, I think, like 50% defensive support from this Gohan. So, I mean, definitely a better rotation. So what we'll do is, yeah, I guess we'll get these AGL key spheres, and then we can get all these TEQ key spheres right here for the Gohan. So we're going to get 6. I probably could have played that a little bit better, but is what it is. On the next turn, I did bring some items as well to change orbs. They're not nuking items, they're just like changing orbs, so they don't actually affect our stats. They just give us TEQ key spheres. So we'll do that on the next turn. But with the 6 TEQ key spheres, we get up to 212k defense. Still not really the best, but definitely a little bit better, because of course we get that 30% defense on super. So then after that, we're going to be, I think, a little over 300k defense. And then also we do get the extra defense if we get the additional, which we've got a medium chance to do. And then we can get the hidden potential system additional. So there's potential right here for his defense to look decent, at least, right? And we're at a 7.4 million attack stat. Solid, again, because we've got built-in additionals. And, you know, we've been critting a lot in the video. I mean, yeah, we crit right there as well. And we did get the additional super. Okay, so I'm glad we got the 12 key in the video. What was that, 4.5? Still some solid damage, and we did kill. So, I mean, yeah, his damage, again, can definitely look good. But I think his defense is kind of the thing you're going to have to worry about with him. And not that it's bad either. I mean, considering his age, if we got the triple super right there, we would have been, what, 500, 600k defense? You know, considering his age, that's pretty good, right? Because at that level of defense, as long as you have type advantage, you can probably bring him in, like, a difficult red zone event. But, again, as long as you have type advantage. If you're type neutral or type disadvantage, you're going to get destroyed. So, I mean, I don't know about bringing him, like, anywhere, but if you know where you're bringing him, you know you'll be able to baby him till he has, you know, type advantage, then I think you probably will be able to bring this guy in some difficult events. But, again, it really just all depends on where you bring him, right? So yeah, this guy does also get an additional 59% attack, and attacks become critical hits when performing an 18 key if HP is 58% or less with a Movie Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku. So that's probably why we got a couple crits off in the video with him, because of course we are running him next to a Movie Heroes category ally Goku. And also, the 59% attack is going to be really good because, again, you know, this guy is doing a lot of damage as it is, so just more attack is definitely going to add a lot to his attack stats. But I don't think the condition is the worst, being below 58% HP. You know, it's not great necessarily, but it's not horrible. And then, of course, you know, running a Movie Heroes category ally, whose name is Goku, isn't really that difficult because, you know, you've got a couple Movie Heroes Goku, especially that have released lately. So we're only going to get 7 key spheres. Not really the best. That actually does kind of suck, but we'll nuke with him, of course, which for a unit like this, a nuke test is going to be really crazy because he's already getting attack and defense per key sphere obtained. So I'm only assuming the nuke test is going to be pretty crazy. Unfortunately, we didn't really get that lucky with key spheres though, so we'll just we'll check out the nuke test on the next turn, and then we'll call it in here. Yeah, 58k. That is a lot. So 7.4, not really the craziest considering we got 7 key spheres, but I guess 7 isn't really that crazy either. We did get the additional again though, so yeah, I mean, bro, his damage is good, right? He's got solid damage, but I guess we already kind of knew that. So with all that shown, we can just cut to the nuke test now. I don't want to fluff the video up anymore. Alright, so we got a very good rotation right here. We got 23 key spheres, and then we are also going to pop the World Tournament Announcer item. We've got a bit of support from the Bardock in slot 3, and with all the key spheres, we're only at 249k defense. I'm going to be honest, I was kind of expecting a little bit more, but okay, his damage is definitely going to look good, I can tell you that. His just raw attack is already 2.7, so this is definitely about to be pretty crazy. Wow, the Carnival LR Goku's at 11 million. Okay. I'm glad he didn't receive an attack before he supered, because that makes him super effective against all types. He might have actually killed. But, okay. With all the key spheres, with everything going on for him, we're at a 27 million attack stat. Okay. Yeah, definitely pretty good. I mean, his damage is insane. You know, with these nuking units, you know, of course, their damage is going to be really good if you bring nuking items, right? It's just kind of how it works, so definitely very impressive. I mean, kind of what I expected with, again, a nuking unit, because if you use nuking items, their attack stats just become absolutely insane. So, yeah, with all that shown, we can go ahead and cut to the Red Zone Broly test. Not really too sure how he's going to perform in there. I think his super is probably going to obliterate us, but I don't know. With, like, additional luck, we might be able to survive the normals. Alright, so really quickly, before we show him tanking in the final phase of Red Zone Broly, I do want to use his active skill. I'm going to be real, I almost completely forgot he had an active skill. The condition behind it is a little rough. It's not necessarily the best, so yeah, we can go ahead and pop this so you can see it. Alright, so with the active skill, we do actually give ourselves 12 ki, which is really good. That's basically just an auto 24 ki super, especially because this guy already gets ki per ki sphere obtained. And then he also gives himself an additional 59% attack. So his damage right here is definitely going to be looking pretty good. I'm just going to use a Ghost Usher, right? I don't even want to worry about anything. I'm not trying to die right here. We only got 4 ki spheres though, so not really the best, but I'm still pretty curious what our damage is going to be looking like with the extra 59% attack and only 4 ki spheres, because 59% attack definitely is a big deal, right? So again, a good rotation for him though, and we are at 16 million. Dude, 16 million with 4 ki spheres? I did not expect that. We're at a 10.9 million crit. Dude, that's crazy. That is definitely crazy. So yeah, the active skill condition isn't necessarily the best though. You do have to be below 59% HP with a Movie Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku from the 5th turn from start of battle. So it's not the most, frequent thing to see. You do kind of have to go out of your way to get it. Like I said, I completely forgot he had one because I just simply do not see it that often, right? So with all that shown, we can go in and cut to the final phase of Broly now. I just wanted to get the axe skill in the video. Alright, so we're here fighting the final phase of Red Zone Broly, and we have a pretty good setup for him right here. We're going to have a good amount of links active, and we have some support. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting turn right here. We're at 143k defense. We are going to take a super before we even super attack. Are we even going to get that many ki spheres? Dude, we're not. Okay, this is going to be a rough turn for him. I mean, I still want to show this because this is very realistic, right? I mean, there definitely are turns where you just won't be able to get enough ki spheres. And, he definitely is going to struggle. So, okay, of course, all the TEQ ki spheres now are on the field. Okay, well, anyway, with the 4 ki spheres, we jump up to 165k defense. Again, I want to showcase this because this is still realistic. We are going to take a super. I'm pretty sure this is guaranteed death, but I don't know. We'll see, right? Because we got type advantage. So, maybe that'll help us out a little. Maybe. 466k damage. So we would have survived it. We didn't survive. We died. But we would have survived if we were full HP. Because I think we had like 700k HP right there. So definitely pretty solid. We did have a Goku family support memory right there. So keep that in mind. That did buff us a little bit, but not the worst. I think we still would die from the normals right there. I don't think we're taking double digits from normals. So with all that shown, let's go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown. Overall, definitely pretty impressive considering his age, especially because of his damage. Dude, his damage has been looking crazy. Alright, so here we have Earth Protecting Flash, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth. So starting off with his leader skill, it is Movie Heroes category Ki plus 4, HP attack and defense plus 130%, or Super Tech type Ki plus 4, HP attack and defense plus 100%. Not the best leader skill, of course, only 130% to Movie Heroes is pretty bad, and there's just straight up way better leads for Movie Heroes because, of course, it's a very good category, especially as of late. And then his super attack effect on his 12 ki is that he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage, and then greatly lowers defense. And then his 18 ki, he just raises defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, and then massively lowers defense. Definitely is very good. He gets attack and defense on his 12 ki, and then the defense on his 18 ki. More specifically, the defense is very good because, of course, just makes it to where if you get additionals, your defensive stat does get a lot higher. And then his passive is that he gets attack and defense plus 58%. He gets an additional 1 ki per ki sphere obtained, and then he gets an additional 7% attack and defense per ki sphere obtained. He gets an additional 58% attack when performing an ultra super attack, and then he has a medium chance to launch an additional super attack. He gets an additional 59% attack, and then attacks become crit when performing an ultra super attack if HP is 58% or less with the Movie Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku from the 5th turn from start of battle. So it's pretty restricted getting that, right? You have to be after turn 5, you got to be below 58% HP, you got to have a Movie Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku, but it really just boils down to you running a Movie Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku on the team, which of course we ran him with Birdku throughout the video. That's a really good partner with him. I guess we can check right here. There's a lot of Movie Hero Gokus, but I don't know if there's any that link up with him that well necessarily. Yeah, from the looks of it, I don't think there is. So I think this guy is probably your best partner for him. So if you don't have him, that definitely does kind of suck. You're going to want to make sure You run this guy with the TEQ LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. But if you're not worried about getting that part of his passive activated, you've got the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan, you've got the TEQ Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan. So there definitely are other good linking partners. There's also Namek Goku, but to really make this guy look as good as possible, you're probably going to want to run him next to Birdku. And then his active skill, the effect is that he gets 12 ki, and then attack and defense plus 59% for 1 turn. The condition for that is that it can be activated when HP is 58% or less, with a Movie Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku on the team, starting from the 5th turn from start of battle. So another reason why you're going to want to run him next to a Movie Heroes category ally whose name includes Goku. So that's why Birdku is a really good partner for him. And then his links are Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Gaze of Respect, All in the Family, Prepared for Battle, Shattering the Limit, Legendary Power. And then his categories are Movie Heroes, Hybrid Saiyans, Goku Family, Youth, Bond of Master and Disciple, Desperate Struggle, Super Saiyan 2, Full Power, Exploding Rage, Power of Revival, Miraculous Awakening, Entrusted Will, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, and then Warriors Raised on Earth. So alright, that is the showcase for the TEQ LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Let me know what you guys are thinking of this guy down in the comments. And again, let me know if there's any units you want to see a showcase on. And yeah, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.